so you don't know. But man, yeah, people love smart 12-year-olds, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially other 12-year-olds.
You get
Other
the-
12-year-olds, yeah.
The advanced classes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah, only one way in and out of those classes.
I was in this thing in high school called Bet's Autonomous Learner. It was like, I guess this guy named Betts, or a woman, I'm not too sure.
Sure.
Had come up with that students that were having difficulty in classes because they were, maybe reading ahead or whatever, and that they would do better if they had autonomous learning outcomes, and they could set their own learning outcomes, and they would come up with their own curriculum. And so I got put in this class, I don't know why, and we played D&D, and we
Wow.
like, it wasn't like a club, like we had to write them as assignments.
Right.
But like everything was just what we wanted to do.
Right.
And yeah,
That's
was
rad.
It was actually rad. I was kind of wished that it was more of a class, but the instructor really just didn't care. Like, they took the autonomous part a little bit too far. And like, because I remember like one of my classmates hit another one of my classmates with a desk. Just whoa, wait, just
Like Hulk-like?
yeah, like, you know those little teeny desks with the side curve on it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like, just like,
With the chair attached?
yeah.
Whoa.
One thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
this just got real.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
wow.
was the guy that was like, I was friends with this one. I was friends with all the kids in that class because they were all nerds. But like one of the people was a really kind of like, he wanted to be a politician. Like, he really, really cared about politics.
Okay.
And he was very, very kind of like fastidious. And
What grade?
So it'd be like grade 10.
Okay, yeah.
9 or 10. And then the other kid in the class was like a really like, he was just like full of passion and energy, and he was like a very, very good artist, but just was so annoyed at being talked down to by this kid that was the future poli-sci major. and just like hit him with a desk.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Desk time.
So the artists expressed themselves.
Yeah, it was
That just became deeply relatable.
and I'm
Yeah.
having trouble remembering. Like, I can't remember if he also had ire for me, or if I was just like a
Innocent bystander?
yeah, that I like actually, I was just like part of the blast zone. But
Wait,
I
did
definitely
he cleave
I got
through
hit
one
by,
guy?
I got hit by the chair/desk as well. But I'm not really sure if I was, that if it was me he was mad at as well, or it was just happened to be in his way.
Right, you just got shrapnel.
And we
Crossfire.
It wasn't the end of all of the friendships.
No.
Not that actually, literally, those people aren't friends with each other anymore. But like, they stayed friends through
Anymore?
Yeah.
they stayed friends after that. It was.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
What's a little desk throwing between
What? Yeah.
friends?
There was a lot of that at my school, and in fact, I realized later that most kids even in rougher neighborhoods didn't have knifings at their school and stuff, and that was something that happened at my school. And so I kind of thought that the reputation of my school being kind of a lower income area and a little bit rougher, and like the people in Nanaimo joke about like Nanaimo, what does someone get for Christmas in Nanaimo? A bike.
Okay, well, I didn't grow up here, so yeah, that's new. All right.
Well, anyway, like in Harewood is the area that is kind of considered the rougher part of Nanaimo, but I always thought it was a reputation deserved.
Yeah,
like,
unfounded,
people would like kids from the north end of town who were in the richer areas were like, didn't think you could walk around and not get hurt. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like, I would like walk to 7-Eleven in the middle of the night and I was worried that I was going to get, my Slurpee money was going to get stolen. Or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But stuff did happen, and then I talked to other people that went to schools in Nanaimo later, and they were like, there was no knifings at our schools, Johnny. Like, maybe some people pushed each other around, but no one pulled out a blade and stabbed someone in the back. I was like, really?
That's not
Sounds regular.
par for the course.
Just my school, huh? Like, I was in like soccer, and like someone on my own team broke my arm, and I was like, didn't think that was that weird. Like, he just got, so it was a weird school, I guess. I just didn't realize.
You have a remarkable tolerance. Somebody on my own team broke my arm, and I'm like, I guess that's what happens.
Well, I was pretty mad about it at the time, I will admit.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand that, yeah.
Did the guy who went into politics turn out to be Judge Dredd?
There isn't a a lot of differences between this person and Judge Dredd, or how he would see himself as a Judge Dredd like character. So yeah, I remember like the gym teacher not believing me that my arm was broken, and so I pulled my arm up and I was holding on to it like it was broken in the middle. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Both bones were broken.
Oh.
And I was holding it together, and I was like, "You broke my arm!" And I started swearing at this kid. And the gym teacher getting mad at me for swearing. It was like,
Yeah.
"He broke my arm!" He's like, "Shut up!" And I was like, and I did this, but of course the bone here did this in the middle, right? Like, it was, I was in shock, and was like the pain was just like I was not paying attention, and the gym teacher threw up.
Yes! Yes! I knew it!
He's like, oh, as he should. It's like,
Yeah.
oh.
I've never seen
And his solution was go to the office and tell them what's happened. So I went to the office, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll call your mom. And they sat me down. And my mom worked nights. She worked graveyard, and I guess the phone had got knocked off the hook. So they kept on calling my mom, and it was busy. And no one was answering. And I don't know how long I was in that office. It felt like hours as I'm just holding my arm, trying not to move because every breath is excruciating.
They didn't even give you like a splint?
No aspirin, no splint, no maybe we should just drive him to the hospital, maybe we should call an ambulance. No, they were just like, try not to look directly at him because it freaks him out. Every single person that came into the office, like literally just went shocked because I guess all the blood had left my face because I was in complete shock. Eventually, after about I don't know how long, I was like, you could actually the future poli-sci major's mom, she lived like a block away from us. I was like, you could call this person's house and she'll go up and wake my mom up and tell her to come pick me up. And my mom was so mad when she came, and she's like, what are you doing? Like, he's got his arm broken.
Oh, good. I'm mad at you.
Okay.
She was not mad at me.
Two different
The way
directions.
this story was going, John X.
And then I was grounded because some
I'm
other
not
kid
too sure,
broke my arm.
Yeah, for the rest. And so I went to the hospital, and then the doctor was like, "Oh, that's not that big of a deal." And he grabbed my wrist and my elbow and said, "This might hurt, but I hadn't gotten any painkillers at that point. It just went like this and pulled the bones apart,
Like a slinky?
and pulled it out and then put it back together." And that's why I can't feel anything in this side of my hand. And then I've got one finger smaller than the other because it severed the nerve. And,
Questions I never thought to ask.
So I was like, I've broken both those bones as well, but it wasn't like it was a fracture. They were still holding on. They did all the right things with me, so I'm fine, but I remember the pain. And then you start describing this, and I'm ready to puke now, remembering the pain I was in, and like, okay, triple that.
yeah, no, it was unpleasant, and it was broken so bad.
It was unpleasant.
It was unpleasant.
Was it unpleasant?
Yeah, it was.
How are you still conscious through all of this?
I don't know, but I broke
Terrible luck.
I broke it so badly that I couldn't use this arm for more than a year and a half.
It's your dominant arm, too,
It's my
right?
dominant arm, so I had to teach myself to write with my left hand, so I'm ambidextrous through training, not through natural ability.
Damn.
I mean, look at the bright side of everything.
I can write with my left hand now. It's not as neat, but it's close. Yeah.
That was the sound it made.
Casually throwing in, this is why one finger is shorter than the other. That's choice storytelling.
Yeah,
John.
a little finger that's shorter than the other.
Hey, Johnny, while you're up there, your belt buckle's amazing.
You like
It
this?
really is.
What is it?
It's a bus.
It's